Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Good Word with Mr. Frederick. As you guys start coming in, I'm going to look for the Bible verse of the day. Give me a second, guys. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Today's Bible verse is Ephesians 1:5. Having pedestrianated us unto the adoption of children by Jesus Christ to himself, according to good pleasure of his will. Oh, okay. All right. There we go. Hey, good morning, Antonio. One of my loyalists. There we go. All right, I'm going to do that again, guys. Ephesians 1:5. Having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Jesus Christ to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. Amen. Do his will. That's what I'm talking about. All right, all right. As people start coming in, I'm going to give the quote of the day too, guys. The quote of the day is from Japanese samurai Musashi, and it is, think deeply of the world and think lightly of yourself. That's deep, guys. Think deeply of the world and think lightly of yourself. Interesting. It's very thought provoking. We're going to go into that some other time. But today, what we're going to talk about, family, is prove what, to who, and why. And you might say, hey, Mr. Frederick, what do you mean by that? Prove what, to who, and why. It's simply said, simply put, prove what? Like, what do you have to prove to anyone in this world? What do you have to prove to anyone in this world? We all are here. None of us have all the answers. We have different purposes, different roles. So I'm just going to break down about 5 different basic beliefs that I've come up with about this. When you're trying to prove something to someone, why? Who? Okay, what is that about? So first is you're in your own lane. You see, you're in your lane, and whoever is in that next lane is in their lane. So you're not in the same lane. We are not all on the same timeline. And I think that a lot of people get that confused because maybe we grow up with them, or maybe it's our coworkers, maybe went to school with them. In whatever capacity we met these people, a lot of people start to compete and say, hey, I'm doing this. What are you doing? And that's a waste of time. You got your timeline. I have my timeline. We have different timelines. You might have went to school at 18, 17, right out of high school. You might have went to college, fresh out the bank. I might go to college at 50. You see what I mean? So it's not the same. You cannot compare yourself to another individual. Comparison is a thief of joy. See, when you compare yourself, it's the thief of joy. You cannot enjoy your journey because you're too busy looking over there at somebody else's journey. How you going to have fun where you at and you looking over here? Oh, what they doing? Let me see how they dancing. Concentrate on your own dance. Do your own thing. How's the late, what was my man named? Oh gosh. He used to have a song called Do Your Thing. Oh man, I have his name on the tip of my tongue. He was on The Deep Voice. You guys know him. He did Walk On By, Walk On By. Somebody put in the chats if you could think. I cannot think of his name right now. Oh my God, I can't believe. Sometimes that happens to me. I get a brain fog or whatever you want to call it. But I have the picture of him. I have all his information, but cannot name his name. Hayes, Isaac Hayes. That's his name. Isaac Hayes. Yeah, he had a song called Do Your Thing. I love that beat on that song. But yeah, you got to do your own thing. How you walk, your road, your path. Let's get some likes in there, guys. We got a few people watching. Let's put some more likes in there. How you walk your road, how you take life, how you interpret things. all of your journey, it's going to be different than mine. So it's no use us comparing each other's journey. Why compare yourself to someone? It's just like some people sit here and watch me, and I know they watching from fake accounts, people I knew I don't deal with anymore. It's like, why do that? Why create fake accounts and watch somebody? It's sick. I mean, like, you got to be insane, because you got to think back to, why would you spend your time using a fake account? The person don't talk to you anymore, but you want to watch them every day. Like, do you have time to ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Does anyone even know? Like, if you tell your friend, hey, I watched this guy, this relative or whoever he is to me, that don't deal with me, cut me off, but I need to watch him under a fake account. Do you tell people that, or you keep it to yourself? Yeah, they like, why? Who watches that? Who does that? I mean, yeah, obviously crazy people do, but I couldn't imagine spending my time on this earth, somebody who cut me off, don't want to deal with me for a reason, and I'm going to watch them under a fake account. Can you imagine how miserable that life is? I don't want you to watch me. If I cut you off, please don't watch me. If you do, I mean, who cares? But I prefer you not to, because I cut you off because I really don't want to deal with you. Obviously, you're someone who's a negative cancer to anything I was about. And I'm about positivity. I'm about advancing forward. And so that's why I don't understand people who look at other people in the next lane. I'm about love. I'm about having fun, improving myself, advancing, enjoying life. If someone has negativity, if they have animosity, resentment, why? Spend that time, spend all that energy you have to compete, and you're angry and you want to see someone downfall. Take that energy, transmute it, and use it to do something constructive with your life. Like, hey, all right, why am I spending this time watching this dude? Maybe I could make my own channel. Maybe I could make my own YouTube channel and talk about what I like doing. I mean, isn't that a good option? Do something, this about you. This person don't deal with me. Okay? This is what I believe. The reason why these people watch you and they know you don't like them and you cut them off is because they know they messed up. They know they underestimated you. They know that they thought you were weaker than what you are. They know they misread you. So that's why they watch now, because they want to see what they don't have a part in. That's why they have the desire to keep up with you. They know that they did not treat you according to who you are. And you never forgot who you was. See, because who you are is always going to be evident. I don't care how someone tries to devalue you. I don't care how someone tries to hate on you. Cream always rises to the crop, baby. You could try to ploy someone. You could try to manipulate. You could lie. You could do all the schemes. You could do all the evil to someone, but cream will always rise to the top. The same thing you hated on them, they're going to have when they're out of your presence. And you know what else? They're going to have it tenfold, because when you were around, that was like a dead weight on their foot. So now that they got that shackle off of their leg, they're going, pew. You understand? So you can't stop what God, no man can stop what God has ordained. What God has planned, no man can stop it. So no matter how jealous you are, how hateful you are, how you want to compete, you want to put in some shade, you want to waste your time monitoring this person, give them the evil eye, you could come up with witchcraft. You could try to lie, all that stuff. Nothing you do is going to stop them. They are going to rise higher and higher and higher. They're going to do better right in front of your face. You see what I mean? So you really are wasting your time. So another reason is prove what? I don't believe in proving nothing to no one. Okay? Call it arrogance. You can call it, it's not arrogance. To me, it's sensible. Why spend that energy? Conserve your energy. That's my next topic. Why would I spend energy on, proving something to you, anyone in the world? What do I have to prove to you? Who are you? Who are you to prove something to? Are you God? No. You're a person just like me. You understand? And when people realize that when you're out here reacting off of other people and trying to prove something to people, when you're out here trying to prove something, who are you proving it to? Who are these people? They done made mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect out here. They messed up. They've done things wrong to people. They have done maybe things that you can't imagine, that they'll never tell you. Who are you proving something to? Who are they to prove to? What do they have that makes them so special where you got to prove something? You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. You don't need to prove something to God. And live in your purpose. As the Lord say, walk in my light. That's who you prove something to. Can you be God-like? Because the more God-like you are, the more you do things in his way, the more you will be rewarded. Okay, the more you walk in line with how God means for you to be, the more life won't be, not saying you won't have obstacles. Yes, you're going to have still tragedies. You're going to have everything everybody else has. But the difference is you have the understanding and the wisdom of the Lord to get you through that. And you have the faith to know, I might not know how, but I know he's going to come through. That's the difference. So follow Lord. Don't follow man. Don't follow someone who, they got some more money than you? Okay, so what? Anything that they have, they could lose like that. Oh, they have a better position, more education. What do they have to make you prove something to them? They don't have a damn thing to make you prove something to them. That's the facts. We all hear about winging a prayer. And when you understand that, another one of Mashutu's quotes is, perceive more than what the eye can see. Is this not what we see in the material world? Understand that spiritual world. Understand that world that you can't see. Understand that no one thought that a lot of tragedies and people that we thought were going to be here, no one thought they'd be gone now. But we couldn't foresee that. Some of us can see a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. Some of us can see some things, but even those people can't always fully, that are gifted with that sight. Because honestly, I have that gift. And I ran from that gift for years. It scared me. I'm not gonna lie, it scared me. I was scared of myself because I could see things before they happened. If you guys wonder why I have Mr. the way I have it, that's why. It's a mystery even to me, to an extent. I know that God gave me that gift. God let me see things. He gave me that eye where I could see things, you see. And yes, to the common person, it's going to scare them. To the person who don't understand the Holy Spirit, it might scare them as well. I've scared people. I could see what they're doing before they do it. Sometimes I let them know, sometimes I wouldn't let them know. Sometimes I lie to myself and say, I don't see this. I gaslight myself because I don't want to deal with it. But I know that's what it is. It's a gift. And gifts are given by God. I'll be transparent. I didn't always use it for the right purposes. And God will punish you for that. So, when I really fully understood and decided that, hey, I'm going to walk with Christ, I'm going to walk with the Lord, then I got to, not only was my gift more refined in what I had, my gift made sense and it didn't scare me. Because fear is not of God. It was only when I was wayward in the world that I was scared of my gift. I was scared of it because I was in the world. I wasn't in Christ. I wasn't walking with the word. And it scared me. But I would see things all day. I see things before they happen. Still to this day. And it just gets stronger as I get older. It gets stronger as I get older. It's not meant to use it for lottery tickets. It's not. I don't even gamble. I used to gamble. I stopped gambling because I know that when God gives gifts, he doesn't mean them for that. Okay? He doesn't mean your gifts to be abused. And you have to use them for his glory so people can see him in you. And that's what I do now. That's walking in line with Christ. Okay? He didn't turn water into wine to make everyone winos. He did it to prove a point. Okay? Couple of points. You see, so when we have these powers, when we have these gifts, it's not to flaunt them on people. It's not to hurt people. It's to use them for God's glory. Okay? So they can see the God in you. No need to compete, compare, trickery. Be comfortable with your lane. I have my gifts. Someone else has another gift. It's a person out here that's blind and can't see anything, but they could get on a piano keyboard and play like, Beethoven. Okay? It's someone out here that can put together an outfit like that. They have a natural sense of fashion. They know what looks good. It's someone out here that could drive. I mean, your gift don't have to be that, you turning water into wine. It could be that you just brighten up the room. You have a bright spirit, a nice smile. a nice way about you that everywhere you go, people like to have you around. Everyone has different gifts. So remember, don't compare. Conserve your energy. Don't worry about yourself. Another one is keep your power and your mind on yourself. Okay? Don't proving something to somebody takes you off of who you are. Because now you're concentrating on trying to prove something to a next person instead of dealing with you. All that time taken away from you when you need to be just concentrating on you. You worried about what the other person doing. Wait, did I do this good enough? You looking over your shoulder. Did I do this? You giving them way more power than they deserve. That power to yourself. And another one is, who are they? Like I said, they made mistakes. Show me a person out here that has not made a mistake. Please, I'll wait. Let me know someone in the world that has not made a mistake. As early as we're children, we make mistakes. You could be a little kid, mad at another little kid and throw a rock at them or something. 5, 6 years old. Everyone makes mistakes. You will make them until you're not here in a physical form any longer. You're going to make more mistakes. So if you put people on a pedestal thinking that they haven't done what you've done, you don't know what these people have done. And the truth is, the most deceptive people, you'll never know what they've done. They're going to the grave with it. I think it was Shannon Sharp on his show. He would always say, it's ironic that what's going on with him. I'm not wishing for his demise. But on his show, Nightcap, he would always say, I'm taking some stuff to the grave. I'm taking that to the grave. You got to be careful what you say. You got to be careful what you say, too. It's a lot of power in your tongue. Now, I know we all get angry and we say things, but I try to be careful with my tongue. I'm not saying I've always have been. I've said some things, I'm like, but I also know that whenever I've gotten to that point, someone has driven me to a point way past I should have let them go. You understand? So that's another thing. You can learn from even your mistakes. That's really where the best teachers are, your mistakes. So sometimes we can say things out of anger, but it's truth in it, and it's because of hurt. It's because of disappointment, and we let someone go way too far with us. That's an indicator. That's an opportunity for you to see, where have I gone wrong to where I can now be this angry at someone. That's that I hate you kind of stuff, that energy. If someone's driven you that far, you let them go way too far with you. You should have a long time ago tried to gate, like you're playing dice, I'm going to gate that. You should have gated them a long time ago because they took you outside of who you are. Now all of us had a propensity, don't get me wrong. We can do anything pretty much, almost. Most of us, if put in certain situations. So you have to know that you're still a human. Even if you follow Christ, you can't let people push you to that point to where you are not representing who you are any longer. Okay, and some people will. Foolish people will. If someone has sense, and that's not something you get from college, okay? That's something you get from life and observing and being blessed from God. But if you got common sense, which isn't common, you can say, hey, hold on, wait a minute. This person's kind of chill. Maybe I don't want to, but some people are like this. If they don't get any sort of backlash or consequences, they don't see anything over time, they just keep edging at you. They keep going. It's almost like they want to see you erupt on them. And that's why I say they're foolish, because they don't know how far you'll go. They know what they're doing, but you might be crazy. They might have hit you on the wrong day with this. You see, so be careful who you're messing with. But like I said, you still should have self-control and control your tongue. So it goes both ways. Another thing I want to talk about, don't be controlled. Okay, don't be controlled by people. Don't be controlled by individuals and proving. Because if you feel you have to prove something to someone, they are controlling you. They are your Pinocchio, your puppet. If they got you in a position where you feel you got to prove something to them, prove it to me. Man, come on. You're going to be, what do you need to prove? What do you need to prove? I need to prove I can fight? Do I need to prove I can run fast? How smart I am? What are you proving? What are you proving, and to who and to why? It's futile, my family. So remember, don't prove anything to anyone. Don't concentrate on proving anything. No one is worth you proving anything to in this world. Okay? You just got you and God. Ain't nobody jumping in that casket or urn with you. When you're out of here, it's just going to be you. And nobody going with you. All them people you was proving something to, they still going to be here or gone before you. You ain't going together more than likely. Think about that. You go, it's you. You see what I'm saying? When you go, it's you. It's no one coming with you. So when you want to put your energy into proving something to someone, every time you think about proving something to someone, think about that. Is this person going with me? Are they going all the way with me in this journey? And I'm pretty sure they're not. You prove something to yourself. Okay? That's who you prove something to. When you hold yourself accountable in this world, that's when you can reach your maximum. Your maximum is not everyone else's maximum. Your apex is not everyone else's apex. We have different peaks, different times for different purposes. And once you embrace your uniqueness and what's different about you, that's when you're starting to really get the magic. Your own personal magic. That's your own personal elixir for making magic in this world. Is what makes you different. I know some things that make me different. You got to know what are the things that make you unique. Because a lot of times the very things that you're trying to change for someone or prove or you have to alter because their standards are different than yours, a lot of those things are the very things that make you special. The very things that make you special. I'll just give you a little personal story with me. It was very hard coming up because I lived in different environments. I lived in the suburbs. I lived in the hood. I had a little bit of all of that in me. Little rural areas. I had a mixture of all of that. And so people would meet me and they really could not put me in a box. They couldn't say, oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. They couldn't do it. And so sometimes I try to bend a little bit there, but I was none of that. I was just me. I had a little bit of all of that. But I was just me at the end of the day. And that's enough. Just being you is enough. You don't have to fit anyone's box. I'm not going to fit your cookie cutter. You could try to put me in there and we'll sit down and we'll talk about something. And you might think I know the world about it. And I don't have a clue about it. But then it's something that you don't think I know anything about. I could probably educate you on. That's why it's important to just understand that let people be who they are. Okay? You be who you are. But trying to prove something is futile. Because what makes us special is our unique journey and the way we do it and how we perceive it, how it makes us feel. That's what makes you special. Okay? So it's enough about that. All right, guys. I always talk about an artist that I want to dedicate the day to, mostly music, but it can be other things. But music is my emotional go-to most of the time. That and comedy, okay, and kind of sports, But in that, I would say in that order too. But today, I don't know if you guys are familiar with an R&B singer from back in the day, O'Brien. O'Brien was an R&B singer in the 80s. He still made music like in the 90s and the 2000s, I believe. But he sang songs like You and I, songs like Love Light. He was on Soul Train quite frequently. O'Brien was a very good artist. He doesn't get spoken about today at all. Hey, Medium Coffee. Thank you so much. Medium Coffee, you're back. Yeah, you've been gone for a while. Good to see you back, Medium Coffee. Yeah, but so O'Brien, he's one of those artists where it's kind of got slept on. There was a lot of rumors about him. I don't like to get into rumors and all that stuff, but it was rumors back in the day about him. But I can say this, yeah, they said a lot about O'Brien and Don Cornelius, whatever. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that. I have nothing to do with that. I'm not saying anything, but that's what people said. Maybe it hurt his career, maybe it didn't. I don't know, but all I know is as a singer As an artist, he was great. And I wonder how he's doing. I need to look up. I wonder if he's still making music, because I don't care about timeline. Like, I'm one of those people. You see, I got my Beatles shirt on today. I love the Beatles. I love the Beatles. I always did. Just the harmony. I always felt they had a lot of soul. I always felt that they had the harmony, really. That was my main thing that caught my ear with the Beatles. But I always enjoyed with the Beatles that they seem to work together like ants, like just like Beatles. They work together like insects. Like every one of them had a purpose, and that's what I admired about them in their music. I even liked their imitation group, the Monkees. I think it was called the Monkees. Had a TV show back in the day, but now I'm really dating myself. But yeah, O'Brien. Let me see some information about O'Brien, because I like a lot of his music. He's 63 years old, family. Okay, he's born December 5th, 1961. He's 63. I wouldn't have thought he was that old, from North Carolina, but his music lives on. He might not be performing now. Doesn't look like. He had Lady I Love You, Soul Train. He sang the Soul Train. Soul Train is coming. Soul Train is coming. I don't know if you guys watch Soul Train like I did, but I still watch it here and there, the old reruns. The Love Light. Lady I Love You. He had that. Lady I Love You. Man, okay. He's 63. So we do go on, and we do live on and become better and do our thing. But yeah, I mean, check out O'Brien's music. I think he's an underrated artist. I mean, he doesn't seem like he made hits for a long time, but in the time he did make them, it was worth his medal. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, you don't have anything to prove to anybody, okay? Focus on God and your purpose. You'll waste a lot of time in this world trying to prove something to somebody. I know a lot of us came up with parents that we felt we want to impress, and and we want to make proud and all that stuff, and just elders and people we knew. But remember this: someone that truly loves you, they ain't not going to say, "Prove it to me." Someone that truly loves you, whether it's a parent, whether it's a family member, a romantic relationship, it's not going to be a prove it type thing. It's going to be they already know it. And the relationship with them will help you grow it. All right, guys. Remember, love what you do and do what you love. See you tomorrow.